Aurash, and I was born in a northern city in Iran, Gorgan. I came to Canada 4 years ago, and I always appreciated the fact that the people of Canada gave me this opportunity to come here and live the kind of life that I like to have. In my undergrad, I was not a very good student. I was the kind of student who was more focused on himself and development, like for example, my philosophical perception of the world and how I envision myself and whom I want to be in the future, as opposed to being a bookworm kind of and like studying a lot, which I became later, but not at that point. I was more into like discovering more music, more movies, and learning about life, hanging with friends, making good friends. So when I went to the master's, I was very determined to be a good student. I was like, okay, I'm going to cover my bad GPA from undergrad. I studied a lot. I was a very good student. And at some point, I realized that if I want to fully become whom I envision myself in the future, probably I should try my luck elsewhere, which is why I tried different universities in North America to pursue a doctorate. I got a grant admission from UBC with funding support and everything, and I was like, oh, this is a fantastic situation. I should definitely go for it. Everything was significantly different, right? Like, I was not just coming from another country. That country that I was coming from was not a Western country. It was not an English-speaking country. I was basically experiencing something dramatically different. I was just feeling that I'm so disconnected because, first of all, language barrier was the biggest problem that I had. So I invested a lot of time on improving my English, and basically I watched a lot of shows. I would say the most difficult time that I had in Vancouver was when I was trying to communicate with someone and pass on some message, something that I have on my mind, to convey something. And I was not fully capable because I didn't have the right ammunition, which is basically words, let's say. And sometimes I was misinterpreted. And some people did not give me a chance to clarify before getting very upset at me. I appreciate when my friends took their time to give me that opportunity again and again. And I'm not entitled to their time or to this opportunity. Like, I am not in any way like saying that like those people did wrong. But what I'm saying is that it was just a very difficult time for me when every time that happened. And every time that I was given with this opportunity, it meant a lot to me. Those were the times that I was like, well, these are friends that care about me. They do want to know what I'm really trying to say, what I have to say. Those were some of the very warm moments in my friendship with them. To consider that when someone is an ESL, it is very likely at times that they absolutely did not mean something that could mean very, very obvious to you. Partially because of the historical hostility of some Western nations. We have this perspective that Westerners are rather cold people, not friendly people, the kind of people who can be very crude, can basically invade other countries, which is not definitely accurate or anything, but it is one of the stereotypes. From the perspective of people inside Iran, I would say that I was maybe a little bit influenced by that, just a little bit. But the problem is, if you have that mindset at the very beginning, when you're going to approach some people and make friends or anything, or initiate any sort of contact or conversation, you're a little bit hesitant. At some point, I was surfing on Facebook and I noticed that somebody is looking for some volunteers to sell cookies for charity. So I showed up. It was a Sunday morning in front of the art gallery in downtown. And I met that person, and he told me that he's very interested in debating, and we were debating a lot already. And I was like, what is this about? And he said, yeah, UBC has a debate society. Haven't you heard about it? I remember in the very first meeting, there was a debate. I understood at best 10 to 15% of the debate, at best. Because they were talking fast, it was advanced English, their diction was very rich, and my vocabulary was poor. And ultimately I realized that, wow, is the right place to be. I was very lucky to meet those people, and they were probably one of the best things that happened to me since I came to Canada, because I needed a group of nice, friendly, inclusive, welcoming people to be the bridge that I need to be able to connect to society, to integrate in the society. And when you hang with your friends and do the same things again and again and again, whether it's debating or, more importantly, when you go for socials afterwards, you go for eat or you go to drink, those kind of routines, after a while, you feel very comfortable with. You feel that, hey, this is like always, you know what I mean? This is like, and that notion to me is very much tied to the idea of feeling like home, or feeling like you belong to somewhere, you know what I mean? That you're not somebody very different, that you're not off, you're not like a foreign. That friendship, one of the main causes that I started to feel that, hey, this does feel like home.